Hello guys and welcome back to Hochi Plays Sunless Sea. Now in the last episode we docked ourselves in London and we were met by the shady character who gave us supplies in the second episode, I think. And he gave us a package to deliver to Mount Palmerston. So he said it was north, he didn't actually tell us where it was. We went exploring, we found a few islands. We they killed a few swarms of bats. And yeah, at the end, we finally found Mount Palmerston, where we are now. Seems to be on a volcano. So, we're gonna deliver this package, and someone wanted us to buy something from Mount Palmerston as well. So we're gonna do that, and then I think we're gonna head off back down to London. We've been out at sea for a little while. Our terror is 16. I don't think is terrible. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and keep it low. We are running out of fuel. I think we had about 5 to start with, so you should have enough to get back, but I would like a little bit more than this. And we also got ourselves a first officer. That tattoo grown since you last looked? And we got ourselves a tattoo as well. I don't know if that is referencing the tattoo that we got. Our tattoo increased our mirrors by 2, and our first officer is also increasing our mirrors and our veils, so we are better in combat. Oh, let's check out Mount Palmerston. Tunnel lights glow green, the jetty's edge. Behind the port buildings, the island is knee-deep in ash. There are ruins here and there of houses destroyed by fire. Far above, the mountaintop flickers red, just for an instant. I'll explore the island. Angles of thorn scrub climb the rocky slopes of the volcano. So we'll explore. Ooh. The heart of a salty little bog, you come upon a pulsating mound of lemmings. They are rich dark purple, like like viscera, perhaps of blackberries. They chitter as they swarm, the sound is like pebbles on a beach. Careful. Single Blemmingen is a nuisance, hundreds are a calamity. Pulsy creatures, take what you can. Halt the colony. Serve the colony. Fascinating creatures, learn what you can. Now, can't click off of this. I think we had a challenge about these Blemmingans. One of the clues, I think it mentioned Blemmingans. One of the colours we need to get. These are both tough challenges. We've got a 32% chance of success, and we got a 39% chance of success. Neither are very good. So I think we're going to risk it and go for a tough challenge and take what we can. Oh, we lost a crew member. Fire into the purple mass. Dozens of Blemmingans fall, but hundreds remain. They seethe across the bog, leaping across black gaps of standing water. Moors agape. The crew volleys falter. The Blemmingans fall on them. Call for a retreat. The sailors fall back. Plucking fang-mauled Blemmingans from arms and legs. Several go down under the mass. We'll mourn them later. Oh, we lost 4 crew trying to do that challenge. Failed in the challenge. Try again and you may have better luck. Gonna have to come back later if you want to try again. You've lost a crew member. Lose too many and your speed will be reduced. Lose them all and you too will die. You can always engage more in London, sometimes at the ports. So we're gonna head back to London anyway. Been quite an expensive trip so far. Engaging officer, merciful, modest. Ah, yes, you will do nicely. I need a ship, dear heart, and I rather flatter myself that you need me. Merciless Modest is the first officer who increases iron veils and hearts. Unlocked with 5 bales of parabola linen. And we don't have that, so we can't hire this officer. Although we have a first officer. Not terrible. Let's the port folk about Brimstone Convention. There was a revolution in hell. The aristocracy of devils fled here. Here they plot in exile. Deliver our smuggled goods. Dig amongst the ruins. Alright, let's chat to the port folk. Shrug and a curse. They don't do us any harm. Stay up there and we stay down here. If hell's fighting itself, that's good for us all, isn't it? Port report. Let's deliver our crate of brilliant souls. Feel a bit weird having them on board, so let's get rid of them. Hooded figure with a lantern waits at the far end of the quarry, of the quay. Quarry. Hurried exchange. Give the hooded shape a sign of recognition. It hisses the reply you expected. You hand over the crate and retrieve it. City marked with a thief sign. Receive a promised reimbursement in London. You deliver souls. Lost soul. Dig amongst the ruins. Perhaps the villagers left valuables behind. You could pick over the remains to see what you might find. Cool. 2 supplies. Let's give it a go. Emptiness. Pieces of your palms are grey with ash. Your crew coughs incessantly. You have found nothing but ruined fields and empty shells. Oh, so we 21 terror now, which makes us wary. We do have a memory of distant shores, though. We were unlucky, and we lost 2 supplies. We can do it again. I don't think we can afford to lose any more supplies. Got here a cask of mushroom wine. How do I check on what I'm supposed to be doing? Deliver souls to Mount Palmerston. Ah, yeah, I've done that. Memories. Sweet sin. Unflinching eye. What sign do you bear? That's who we've got. Vision. Oh, you rapscallion. Will increase if you conduct criminal activities or contact with rough swords. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. Only 1, that's not very high, I don't think. Admiralty wants us to go to Gator's Morn. Haven't found that yet, so we can't do that one. Dream and a scheme, he has a plan. What is his plan? How do I find out what it is? I know he told me to buy something for him. Oh, find 7 skins of Zizoop or 7 packages of mutter salt. Zizoop, mutter salt. False attention, watching it even exist. Storm's attention, instant anger knows you. Not sure on what these do. Storm's attention doesn't seem good though. Drops. Daily bread. Supplies. Palmerston's pernicious population poisons provisions. Mailborg excavations. Diggery, lootery and scholarly. And also Zizoop. Well, we want 7 Zizoop. Can't we buy Zizoop? Oh, we got no money to buy Zizoop. No, we got no money to buy anything. Devil bone dice. The nature of these yellowish morsels is unclear, except they are unlikely to be composed of deceased devils. They are kept in sealed canisters, possibly as ammunition. An ambiguous eelith. Thinking creature made this. The sea made this. Both. Ah, so that's a bit of a shame. We've come all the way up here and we don't have any money to buy anything. Buy the Z-Zoop that we require. What's 7? So that's 40, 280, 300, 420. About £500 we need to buy the Z-Zoop. I have to come back later, I guess. And they got no shipyard. Let's buy some fuel. Buy a couple of fuel just so we make sure we can get back. We'll also buy some supplies. Ah, it's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping that we could complete 2 challenges at once there. Never mind. At least we know where it is now. So we need to get ourselves back to Fallen London. The Woolstack Docks. We go directly southeast-ish. Gotta loop back round this way and past Abbey Rock again. We did get a port report from here, so it's not a complete loss. Yes. And we did deliver our package of souls. But we should get reimbursed for that once we get back to London. Won't be a bad thing. Hopefully that'll give us some money to do other things, like hire some crew. And our Z-Bats. See what's around here, if there's anything. Oh, Station 3 is some distance to the south. I wanted to go to Station 3. Shepherd's Waltz. Shepherd's Walsh. Salty Hinterland of London. You can spend secrets to improve your abilities. Do so, right click on an officer to start a conversation. Oh, we got another secret. And we found another place. Go for Depot A. Oh, what the hell is that? It's another ship. That lighthouse. Let's go to Depot A. Let's go to Station 3, Depot A. I think someone wanted something from there. Really be writing this down. My terrible memory. Something to attack there, but we're not going to attack that just yet. We may infer a Station 1 and 2. We may conjecture a Station 4. Station 3. Scenery hums behind high steel wall. Up the hill there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire. But the lamps are low where they burn at all. In your ship, the only one in the harbour. Bring your telescope on the shores. Might be best to get a look from a distance. Deliver a long box. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy looking triple locked gate. Silvery metal. A sign beside it reads Deliveries. The gate stands open. Search for signs of other visitors. It never hurts to know what you're up against. A 40% chance of getting that. We're gonna check this place out first. Church or something else. Stand on the high point of your ship and look to the shore. Steepled building on the horizon, by far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks on top of it. No any other symbols you recognise. Well, let's get rid of our long box. There are no stevedores, however, no wagons waiting to help with the heavy cargo. There is only a sign which reads Deliveries, and a painted hand which points incessantly up a rock-cut staircase. Make a delivery. There is a cargo in the hold marked for this destination. A long, low, heavy box. It'll be fun getting up the stairs, no doubt. Up a twisting staircase. There's a great deal of grumbling from the box. Stairs are sharp-edged and wet. The box is heavy and constantly inclined to shift. After a few slips and a bad bruising to the shin, you resort to placing crew members along the stairs and handing the box along. There is a warehouse at the top of the stairs, but it's not apparently your destination. Another sign points along the narrow path towards the building with the spire. Deliveries, it says, more aggressively this time. Someone on the spired building is singing. The song sets your teeth on edge. An occurrence, your station 3 trading in long boxes, qualities now 1. You have a long heavy box, winding path ahead that runs perhaps a quarter-mile through the mist. Through it is beginning to mutter about having to do landlubber work. There's a warehouse just to your right, but the sign says deliveries will be taken onwards. Says it rather empathetically. Well, send ahead to the building for extra hands. If they want the box delivered, they can do it themselves. Break into the warehouse and leave the box there. Sign says deliveries, but it does not mean the deliveries are obliged to comply. Carry the box to the building with the spire. Going the extra distance might mean you can charge more for your effort. Rough challenge. You got 40%. Not liking those odds. Let's send someone ahead. Telling it as it is. The closer you get, the less the building with the spire looks like a church. The walls are soot blackened and made of brick. There are no windows, only narrow vents up near the roof. From these comes a low and cheerful singing. Last you are close enough to bang on the door. An Australian Alcotes answers. She is dressed in black from head to foot. Gloves are thick leather and her goggles are double glass. Continues singing right up to the moment she has to acknowledge you. Leave the boxes. Stops, pushing the goggles away from her eyes. She has noticed, perhaps for the first time, that there is no boxes. Deliveries come all the way up here, she said, or singing again. You indicate that your crew is unaccustomed to that sort of work. He looks as aspirated as a person can while continuing to sing about rabbit's feet and edible emeralds. At last she says she'll see to it, and you can lead her servants to the correct landing. You now have 1 Station 3 earnings of occult's favour. So we got favour with this lady. Maybe you can ask her things now. Follow because you haven't yet been paid. Follow because you're curious. Follow because the singing has got into your bones. Follow because I'm curious. Ask about payment in a second. Ship would appear to be something other than provisions in the ordinary sense. Not much later you are standing in the mist, watching a parade of clay men. They hoist the boxes on their shoulders and march away. Surprisingly quiet. Towards the building with the steep. An austere acolyte leads them, her lamp swinging on a chain. Follow because you're curious. The shipment would appear to be something other than provisions in an ordinary sense. One of the claymen stumbles and his box slips from his shoulder. It sounds as though a sleeper's head inside has stumped against the lid. But no one wakes. The box is soon back in position. Australian acolyte directs the arrangement of the long box in the room under the steeple. There are many of the boxes there already, stacked in rows, 3 or 4 high. Many as you have brought. 3 or 4 times as many as you have brought. In another corner of the room is a pile of wood from the previous boxes already emptied and dismantled. Singing to herself about a mountain upholstered in velvet, she takes a crowbar to the box. The corpse inside is permanently dead, in a way that the dead of London often are not. Not a drownee, not a tomb colonist, but not coming back either. It looks pale and ordinary except for a slight distinction of the skin over the breastbone. Gently the acolyte presses there with a nod, singing about tulips embroidered with yellow floss. He lifts the body onto a marble slab. Without pause, the lyrics she As a scalpel. Your presence does not seem to bother her. Never heard of this practice before. Watch with medical interest. Got to do, she surely be atomically formative. 30% chance of passing. I don't know which one. I don't know if we take this one, we'll get something, and if we take this one and fail, we'll get nothing. But fail the other two, so we've got to be on a winning streak soon. Pass. The Oster acolytes tracks deftly and with very little blood, a heart-shaped sphere of silver-grey metal. Despite your keenest observation, you cannot work out how the sphere grew there or what it is for. With a giant nutcracker, she opens the sphere, and another sphere inside that, and another. Finally, in the centre, she comes to something heavy, small and black. She lifts it out with tongs and looks at it through her goggles. The song falters, manages to keep humming, though the words are lost. Puts the black and heavy thing into a jar marked with a word for the correspondence. She closes the jar and seals it with red wax. Finally, when the corpse is removed again and the marble slab wiped clean, she comes to pay you. Thank you, she said. Return another day. I may have something else for you. Ah, so we got more favour. Bust the box. Get you this challenge. Oh, we failed in the challenge. And we've got another secret. We may infer at Station 1 and 2. We may conjecture at Station 4. Errands for the acolytes. Inside the little gates. Go with Evans first. From time to time, you'll admit there's something you can do for her. Guarding the yard, she asks you to keep night watch on the dump where she throws away the unused heart stuff. Very modest challenge. Present, she's in search of new music to sing at her work. You could scramble together some pages. I've already got 100 fragments though. A novel present. In search of new music to sing at work, you could write something. Pages quality gives us 20% chance of success. We'll go as Night Watchman. Would like to pass one of these. Place provides to be a wide field, knee-deep in the dark matter, thousands of hearts work. Looking too closely at it all makes you dizzy. Looking too far away from it makes you a poor watchman. It makes for an uncomfortable couple of hours, pacing around the dumping ground. Runs all the way down to the beach. The last quarter of the watch, stealthy movements, a rowboat, 3 hooded figures. Ah, we succeeded. They move stealthily in the dark and notice you. Challenge them immediately. Watch them until you know what they're up to. You always intervene afterward. I've only got 50% chance of that one. Challenge them immediately. It's what any good watchman would do. Flashing in the dark. Panic and scramble back to the boat. From the sounds of it, damp and squelchy business. Not only do they not get what they came for, but they leave some of their supplies behind. Ah. New supplies. Inside the little gates, the inner port is open to you now, although it's clear that your welcome is conditional. We've got no more long boxes to deliver. We can pick some up in the future, at least we'll know where to drop them off. Then later, other acolytes move between buildings singing softly, but none of them seems inclined to speak to you at this moment. I need a long box for a heart metal ingot. What use is heart metal to you? But then, what use is a long box? Perhaps you imagine the whisper at shoulder. What use indeed is a heart? When you turn, there's only a ragged flirting of the wind. We'll return later. But the accolades move between the buildings, singing softly. None of them is behind the speech with his dog. Down the steep steps, the song of the acolytes fades behind you. You still find yourself humming their odd melodies. Perhaps there will be more to do here another time. So we have to drop back here later. I'm curious about what is in those hearts. What have we got to do now? We've got to get back to London. No shops and there's no shipyard. Luckily we got some supplies. And hopefully we've got enough fuel. Check our map here. I think we should head pretty much straight back to London. Get some more money and more supplies. Try and cut through this dark bit if we can. The jellyfish? Crab? I don't like the crabs. And if it doesn't bother us, we won't bother it. Oh, no, it's bothering us. Burn. Ready the guns. Fire! Ooh, fire! All is damaged. Bugger. Oh shit. Fire! Oh, it's trying to get behind us. Can't fire behind us. Keep firing. Oh no, this is where we die, isn't it? Got a horrible feeling about this. Ready the weapons. Oh god. We need side weapons, we need better weapons here. One more shot, kill it. Although we're nearly dead ourselves. No! No! Come on! Ready the weapons, guys! Quickly! Quickly! There's no time! Thank God for that. Oof. Right. Lesson learned. Don't attack those things. You're low on fuel. Need to repair our dock, but it's going to cost us supplies. Jillyfleur's end. Jillyfleur is a young jellyfish? A lesser subspecies? Do dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the sea. Scoop it up, perhaps you can eat it, better yet, perhaps your sailors can. Let it disperse, watch its oil, rainbow's colours fade. I'm gonna let it fade, see what happens. From above, the Jillyfleur's cap does look a little like a woman's face. It just dissolves like smeared paint. Ah, so we got a Z story. The time we nearly got killed by that jellyfish thing. Oh, we can't even repair our ship. It's not good. Get back to London as quick as possible, I think. Running out of fuel, we are running out of supplies. Our terror is increasing. We cut through the darkness. I think we may have to. It's not going well. I don't want to die so soon. I'm going to avoid that. I think that's the lighthouse. I'm trying to avoid everything until we get back to London. Although I don't think we have the cash to repair our ship at the minute. May have to sell some things. Oh, that's a ship. I wish I could zoom out a little bit, just a touch. Your reserves are empty. Oh no, 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 no. Don't fire. Oh, you missed. Good. We've only got his one tank of fuel. We need to get back. Try and get to the keep. He's behind us and we can't shoot backwards. No! No! 8 damage. 8 left. 8 on our hulls. Where's the keep? Full steam ahead, guys. We're almost home. We make it? No, we're drifting. We are out of fuel and we are drifting. Oh, so close to port. We are out of fuel. No, that is not good. Right. Desperate measures. Without fuel, your ship is just an oddly shaped house located somewhere you really don't want to live. It will disappear as soon as you have fuel. If you're in a position to purchase some, don't worry about it. Search your supplies for something of use. Must be something you can repurpose for. Few very last supplies. Very little remains to you, but if you're lucky, perhaps there's something you can use. Matter of luck, it can go either way. Make a sacrifice to Storm. Storm is the god of the roof. Angriest of the three. He is as likely to crush you as save you, but hardly be worse off after all. You will require a death. Time to draw lots. Kill some crew. Sacrifice to Storm. Make sacrifice to Salt. Salt's the god of horizons and farewells. Who knows what he'll do? Whisper a secret into the dark and fire a distress flare. Abandon ship. Draw lots for lifeboats. Cast yourself on the mercy of the waves. There's a tiny chance that you will find your way back to London without either crew or ship. Perhaps it'll be better if you don't. Oh god. Well, at least we're not completely dead. Right. Let's search my supplies first of all, because... We near London? Oh, we're near London. Yeah, look, we're so close. I don't think we have to sacrifice anyone when we can see the shores. So... We lost 2 supplies, but I've gained 1 fuel. Smells like burning rags, but it'll satisfy the engine's hunger for a little while. Get out of the way of this ship as well. An offer of assistance. Ahoy, Captain! Out of fuel, are we? That wasn't wise. We can help for a reasonable price under the circumstances. Pay the towing fee. 100 echoes to travel the tiny distance between here and the docks. Well, I've only got 1 echo left. Salvage rights. Well then, we can give you a lift, but we're legally entitled to take your ship and cargo. God bless the makers, masters of Bazaar, and their salvage laws. God bless them. We'll move your ship and replace it with something minimal and a tiny bit of fuel. You'll probably lose your cargo too. You'll keep any cash and lodgings, and at least you'll be alive. I'm good, thanks. I got myself the small amount of fuel I need. That was close. I'll remember that in the future. If we're trying to back away from a Jillyfleur and fire it at the same time, we're going to waste our fuel. I think I've got a title for the for this episode at least. I'm gonna have to reference that. Alright, let's get ourselves into London dock. Fantastic. Returning to London, the lights of London welcome you home. Never been so happy to see the place. Collect messages from the harbour master. All the clatter and songs of the dockside. It soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Let's put out. Wow, loads of things to do now. Well, let's see. That's all for now. You have one of this. Another day, a free evening. Blind Bruiser would like a word. Something has changed underneath. I think things move around underneath. Someone wants to sign on. That's handy, because we lost a couple of crew. What a coincidence. So, let's check our lodgings first. When you rest in the room, we have 10 and we don't have the echo. We have the money for that. We don't have the money for any of this. Use Terran, you might waste trouble on that. Browse the docks. Hire more crew. Put your ship in the dry dock for repairs. For the purpose. We need money before we do anything. Engage an officer. Irrepressible cannoneer. Are you looking for a gunner? I'm looking for a ship. Here are my references. Here are more references. Here's my design for a whistling shell. Here's my colleague. He'll stay on shore. Here's my hand. Will you take it? Substantially increase iron. Fantastic. Cost of 20 echo. Say we do not have any echoes. Perhaps later. So let's get our reward for this. Get our payment. Souls delivered. What a propitious and encouraging occasion this is. Meet again here in this place. It has been so very fortunate to both of us. Allow me to shake you warmly by the hand, since you have demonstrated your unswerving commitment to fair dealing and honest voyage. Very good. My patron will toast you. Accept payment. You do not need to cover your costs. Use payment. Now to the blind bruiser that you're paid. That this pays your debt. You're done. Wish I could, but I can't. I need to cover our costs. An encouraging leer. Here's your compensation, and a little fuel and a few barrels of biscuits. What a certain other captain has widely surrendered for our common good. I will take the good words to my patron, and if I am a man of my word, we will see each other again. Unless the whale eats you, or of course, in which case, I hope you will not think poorly of me for wishing that it will not. 200 echoes we paid. Once more we find ourselves here on the quayside. What I suppose you might say the lip of the well of opportunity. Let us both drink deeply from this well, by which I mean my patron has a task for you. Take a payment across the ocean and bring back a little package. Free, of course. If you return to London without the little package, I will probably have something sharp to say about it. Refuse. Let's take the little package. Already started. We've done a few things for him. Carry on. Earned enough echoes to buy a better equipment for your ship. Click on the ship's tab and a new engine and deck weapon would be a good first purchase. It would, but I think repairing the hull would be a better one. Now bring the package back here, and it's my hearty recommendation that you avoid the ungentle attentions of the excise. On account of if you return without the package, it is of no interest to my patron whatever. You have lost it, or I have taken it from you. I've hardly taken from you. Good luck, good luck! Return to London with an unstamped crate of brilliant souls before completing this test. There's a risk that the blind bruiser will take offence. You just got rid of an unstamped crate of brilliant souls, though. You have to collect a package from Polythrony in the Sea of Voices. I don't know where that is. Oh, I got 1,000 echoes, though. Fantastic. You working for these shady characters would pay off eventually. So, what can we do with this 1,000? Shipyard. I'm going to keep the ship we've got. Maybe upgrade it. Need more guns. Need naval surplus. Deck gun. There's the beater and stain rod reconditioned frigate surplus deck gun Mark II. This way up. A weapon which may serve against small monsters or feeble pirates. 8 damage. Life damage is 8. Food damage is 1. Warm-up time is 4 seconds. The forward weapon, what's that? It's a deck weapon. We have a forward weapon. We don't have a deck weapon, an aft weapon. Let me check quickly if I can. And say which way they fire. We have a deck weapon. We don't want another deck weapon, we want something... Something is not a deck weapon. Forward weapon. Fire forward anyway. What is in combat for unparalleled protection against torpedoes? Well, no one seems to have torpedoes yet. Deck weapon. Forward weapon. Forward weapon. Aft weapon. They want an aft weapon, I think. Leather beater and stain rod scorpion. Sting in your tail. 22 hull damage. 300. How can you not buy something called a scorpion? Have ourselves one of those. And we need some supplies. There are supplies. Some more fuel. Definitely want some more fuel. We've got to 10 fuel. Supplies. 10 supplies as well. Foxlight candles. Don't know what they do. We'll leave them for now. We need more engines. We need more weapons. We need to fix our ship. That's what we do need to do. Now where's the dry dock? Dry dock. Put your ship in the dry dock. Go. Repairs needed. Visit the Admiralty fuel stores. You've done good work, and the Admiralty will issue you with a book of little chitty. This will exchange 1 point of Admiralty favour for 2 to 3 fuel. We don't need fuel, we just bought a lot of fuel. Lead beater and stain rod shipyard do a fair job at a decent price, but they have a reputation for cutting corners. Go to the more expensive, reliable work for a slightly higher price. 75 echoes is 100 echoes. Admiralty yards. According to me, Admiralty favours to have a cheap, good quality work done on your ship. Employ Ratus Faber engineers. The Rats of London are remarkably skilled engineers, and they know ships well. They are not, however, reliable. Payment is in kind, not currency. Repair some of your hull. How much? What to say? Oh, we have a wretched mog, so we can't do that. You put rats in the hull, they fix the ship, by the sounds of it. Oh, 25 echo. Use all three of our favours though. I think we'll go the cheap option. Try and avoid getting into fights. All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Probably. Gain 60 hull. Not quite maxed out, but that'll do for now, I think. We avoid fights. Could be alright. If you've got anything for the scholar. Pick quaint piece of picturesque pilgrimage. And sell our memory of distant shores, our tale of the deep. Sell our tale of the deep. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers greedily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? Tale of the deep, my good man, rash woman. Thrilling, let me hear every detail. First, I must find my fountain pen. Oh, how regrettable. There's a spider impaled on the nib. Excuse me, let me. Good heavens! Still alive! Pass me that volume of Gibbon. There we go. Do you have another pen? But that's got his favour and a little bit of cash. I don't think we can do anything with that favour yet. What else can we do? Oh, this guy's still wanting us to buy stuff for him. Fortunately, that officer has disappeared now. We can't hire him. Let's speak to the Admiralty. Pass on our strategic information. Hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says at last. You mean it's full satisfactory? Yeah. Immediately satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. Cleric will see you're paid. One more favour, a bit more money. Lost our strategic information. Should have maybe saved it to get into vital intelligence, but never mind. Ask what he needs. Yeah, our port reports, we're going to drop them in as well. Excuse me. There's too much talking in this game. Brimstone Convention, they trouble me, Captain. A bit more fuel, more favour, and a bit more money. Shepherd Isle, submit as facts. Do hear some particular tales of that place. High risk challenge. Let's keep hold of that one. There's unsubstantiated hearsay. I'm guessing we get less for this, so I'll keep hold of it and see if we can get our veils up before we trade that in. Ah, Station 3, excuse me, just let me call a colleague and admitted. This is my colleague, Mr. Valen, Ministry of Public Decency. Valen. Mr. Valen, this captain reports is here. You would care to? Yes, the fire is already lit. Let us... There we go. Now only ashes remain. Might have caused such a lot of trouble. Thank you, Captain. We'd appreciate your discretion. Here is your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair. Oh, I think I might, actually. Abbey Rocks, we categorized it as military installation. You know, although we occasion some quite vigorous debates. What else have we got? Again. Let's ask him what he needs. No, he's just saying to visit ports and come back to him. Never mind. So that's the scholar, the spectacled admiral, and the venturer's desires. It can have a carouse in Wolfstack docks. Hire more crew. Ooh. New recruits. Oh, the cannoneer, he's still here. Actually increases our iron. So now we've got the money, we were going to hire him. Welcome aboard! Oh, this is interesting. Room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. Wait, let me make notes. Paper! Hopefully he's in a first officer. Guessing he's not going to be a first officer. He should come under iron. Gunnery officer, yes. Makes sense. Right. Hire and more crew. Sensible sailors are looking for safe run to the tomb colonies. This is a sane run to the southern archipelago. We need to buy drinks, spread around hiring fees, look for daredevils. Rich pickings, your tall tales find a ready audience. Scared and seasoned men, scarred and seasoned men and women tramp aboard and find places to sing hammocks. We lost a little bit of terror. We got some more crew, up to 8 now. And we succeeded our challenge. Lost a little bit of money. Alright, let's do that again. Get it up to 10. Oh, we'll go to 9. Failed the challenge that time. Never mind. Never mind. We will carouse the Wolfstack docks. Even with the trouble or romance. Good night out. Sea shanties, good companionship, and the warmth of a pub fire. More recent years. Oh, we were fortunate. And we lost 5 terror. Right, so let's go to our lodgings. We should really rest. Purchase an elegant townhouse for 1,000. Maybe when we come back. And we can't come back until we have completed the challenge for... Where's that guy gone? Gone and picked something up for this guy. I really wish I could see what they said, because I forget. Let's put our gunnery officer in. Fantastic. Filling up our crew. Very enthusiasm is welcome. An unnerving rating a gunner. 8 iron. Speak to this guy as well. Hello, what can I do for you? I have lists. Invite the cannoneer to dine with you. I've had enough to eat, thank you. I don't eat much, but I'd like to demonstrate some ideas I've had. Can you meet me on the after deck? At 8 bells? Oh, so I'm guessing it will improve our weaponry. We can get ourselves 5 torpedo components. Show iron. Excellent, that's the top of my list. Learn the secret to improve your iron, unless it's higher than 100. The ship must be in good shape to sustain the impact of the cannoneer's experiment. What's that iron? 35. We have 60. Might as well spend one, I think. No, I mean, yes. I mean, my God, no. That captain is going to cause explosions, although, now you mention it. Gain 1 iron. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I thought we'd get more iron than that. Right, let's chat to our... Oh, no. First officer. These are mirrors. Sorry, it's the pain. No, it's what you wanted, I think. He's eager to instruct you. Like a drowning man striking in for air. He struggles to put words to his understanding. His sigil give him the insights? Or is it all learning he has failed to forget? Let's answer questions about our past. I yes, yes. Now is good. Thank you. Keep your secrets long enough. Unmask yourself. Allow you to select a past, ambition, and form third address. Also providing you with a specialist ability bonus. Let's speak frankly. I prefer not to think of my upbringing, but there are enough secrets at sea. I've just been too busy. I don't particularly mind talking about it. Remember me. I may never return home. Someone should know who I am, who I was. Remember me, I think. The memories of your past quality has gone. You're addressed as quality has gone. Who were you? Now you're a captain. Now you're a captain. Now you belong to the undersea. Who were you before? Free urchin, a poet, a veteran of the campaign of '68, an ordained priest, natural philosopher. Hmm. You want to be, I think, a street urchin fits well, as we do seem to be doing a few shady deals, transporting some serious goods around. So your urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. Took to the sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. Give you a bonus to Veils, skill of subtlety and evasion. Low cunning on the high sea. Ooh. Oh no, we had. Oh, she just changed. Your friend, another Longshanks, knows of a little of gunnery, only a little, which you can help. Got to her to find out why she went to Z. Use an ambition. What does winning mean to you? Your father's bones. Father was lost at Z. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tails. Ah, this is how you can set the end game or the game over. Well, it's not game over because you start again as a new captain, I guess. Wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family, perhaps. Private kingdom. Establish a colony where you are an absolute ruler. Utopia, perhaps. Perhaps. Can't continue. Use this now. You may find an opportunity to switch it later in game. You need impossible. Go for wealth. Unterzee is full of riches, death, and darkness, too, but it's worth the gamble. To win, gather a substantial retirement fund, upgrade your lodgings to a mansion, and retire. Your objective ambition quality is now retired to a life of luxury. The last scrap of paperwork. Captain, an irregularity with the Harbour Master's office. I wish to know what terms of address you prefer ashore. Will determine what people call your captain. Your captain's gender is up to you, madam. More Z captains choose this than you might expect. Citizen, my lord, my lady, and captain. Well, if I want to be rich, I think my lord. And I do like captain. Call me captain. But let's go with my lord. Perhaps you really do come from an old family. No. Pleasure to welcome you aboard, my lord. Last piece of advice. Explore, take chances. This captain will probably die. The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. Oh, choose your name. I don't know. What name do I want? Okay, my little portrait here. Maybe a rich man with a top hat and we will be known as Whoops Hochi. Keep things on par. Accept, hello? Can I accept? Very strange. Broken the game. Right, well, I'm going to call an end to this episode here, and I will try and figure out how to close this window. Seems simple enough, but I can't seem to figure it out. So, thank you very much for watching again. Thanks to all of you guys who have liked this video and commented and subscribed. I love you guys deeply. And I will catch you next time when we will set sail on the great unterzee search of our fortune. See you guys next time.